1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins and Trevor.
And thinking what you're going to have for dinner later on. And therefore, and if you think about that, you can't really listen to what I'm saying and focus and concentrate and also think about something else. We're not able to give ourselves over to two different types of thinking or tasks, any tasks that are there. Right. So it becomes a bit of a myth that we can ever multitask. But of course, like most things, there are exceptions. For example, if we are well practiced with experience of doing a particular task, then of course we can do something else at the same time. Now, a good example perhaps is driving. Most of us drive. And in the early days, when we learn to drive, it can all seem impossible. You know, you've got to think about this, that, and the other. And it's all very complicated for our minds to take on board. But once we master it and then we get some experience over years perhaps, we don't even really think about the actual mechanics of driving a car. So we might talk to a passenger while we're driving, we might sing along to a song on the radio, and therefore we are, in real terms, doing more than one thing at once. But it is only the question of things that come automatically. And you might also add on the driving that it isn't just about, manoeuvring a vehicle. That's the easy bit. You've also got to have very much a focus on somebody could walk out in front of you or someone could pull out, all that stuff, which is reading the road, I suppose. And whether we're fully doing that when we're chatting to someone else, hopefully we still are. But of course, that's why we're not allowed, quite rightly, to speak on a phone, to hold a phone, certainly. It's almost a bit surprising, in my view, that we're allowed to ever speak on the phone, even hands-free, which is what perhaps many of us do from time to time, because research has constantly showed that when you're listening on talking to someone in a conversation, like on a phone, rather than just in person, your whole focus is on what that phone call is saying, and it's way away from what you're doing. So there's a real risk. I mean, as I understand the law, obviously we can't touch a mobile phone, but we can speak hands-free. But if there's an accident and it can be shown that you were on the phone and you were careless, then you can still be prosecuted for that. So all in all, it's probably best not to do that. So that's an automatic thing. We can do, whenever we're on autopilot, we can do more than one thing. Perhaps one of the hardest things I think I can remember ever learning, and I taught myself when I was young, to play the drums. Now, anyone who plays the drums knows that you've got four limbs and they're all doing something different. So when you start, you think this is just completely impossible. It's just not possible, because you've got, if you're right-handed, right-footed, you've got your right foot on the bass drum pedal, your left foot on the what they call the hi-hat cymbals. That's two cymbals clamped together, and you press it up and down or not. You've got your left hand on a snare drum, keeping the basic tempo, often the opposite beats to the bass drum, sometime in keeping with the hi-hat beat. And then your right hand will often be touching regular points, the hi-hat cymbal or a crash cymbal, something like that. So once you're doing the basic drumming process, it's great. And you can do it again without really thinking about it. You may have to think about...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Wednesday afternoon. Hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. The leader of our gang will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does. And fund the aim of everything Cuz does.